Welcome back, guys. It's Sarah again with another video. Today I'm going to recap Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. With spoilers warning, let's get into it. Meet Satou Kazuma, a NEET who likes to stay locked up in his room all day. Relatable. However, today things are different. He has to go out to get a limited edition online game. After 5 hours, Kazuma comes back with a copy and is super glad he did it. The sunlight is killing him since it's the first time he went outside in 3 days. He sees a girl from his school walk past him. Then he looks back to see a truck coming her way. Kazuma jumps and pushes the girls away and probably dies. He finds himself in a chamber with 2 chairs. A goddess without any undergarments welcomes Kazuma to the afterlife. She tells her that he passed a few moments ago, a short-lived life. Kazuma asks if he was able to save the girl from harm. The goddess tells him that she's alive. He seems glad that his death wasn't in vain. Goddess tells him that she would have been fine, regardless, since the tractor was going to stop before hitting her. Kazuma is surprised to know it was a tractor instead of a truck. He asks how he died then, if he was plowed over. She tells him that he died of shock from the thought that a truck might have run over him. She bursts out laughing and says during her time as a goddess, she has never seen anyone die in such a bizarre way. Kazuma isn't taking any of this lightly. She adds that he wet himself from the shock too. They took her to the hospital and even the doctors and the nurses laughed after knowing how he died. Kazuma has heard enough of this shit. She goes to his ear and tells how his family rushed to the hospital and started laughing at his cause of death. The goddess stops since she has vented enough of her stress and introduces herself. She's the goddess, Aqua, and guides people to the afterlife who died in Japan at a young age. Aqua offers him to be reincarnated to another world or go to heaven like old men. She adds that heaven isn't as dreamy as he thinks. Give the cameraman a raise. Aqua tells him that there's no TV, no internet, and no games. She also adds that he won't have a physical body either, so no beating the meat. There's nothing to do but bask in the sun in heaven. She makes him not want to choose heaven. She's way too close. Aqua tells her that being reincarnated and starting from zero isn't fun either. She offers a deal. She asks if he likes games and goes on to tell about a world that's been terrorized by a demon king and his army. How everyone is being slaughtered. She emphasizes the slaughtered part. Aqua tells Kazuma how no one wants to be reincarnated and take their chances against the demon lord. So they gave them the advantage to have their bodies and memories when they reincarnate. Kazuma asks what the point of it is if he's going to die to the demon king anyway. That's why Aqua is offering him to take anything with him. A weapon of a powerful talent, with his memories, a weapon of his choosing, and people in the world ready to help him. Things don't look too bad, right? Kazuma asks if he would be able to speak their language. She tells him not to worry since they will load information into his brain which will allow him to speak instantly. Kazuma notices some caution notes written on the manual, but she blocks it. That's pretty suspect. He asks what he might lose in the process. Nothing, she says. P.S. it said one might go full retard. Aqua gives him choices of weapons and talents to pick from. Kazuma is trying to use his gamer knowledge to find what's best, but everything seems way too good. She grabs chips and eats it and tells him to hurry up since no one has any expectations from a shut-in gamer geek. He tells her that he's not a shut-in since he died outside his house. She says all that doesn't matter and to be quick about it since she has plenty of souls to guide. Kazuma thinks she isn't that cute to talk to him in that tone. He asks again if she would give him anything he wants to take to this new world. She licks on some Cheetos dust and agrees. Kazuma chooses her. Suddenly, another goddess arrives and tells him that his request has been approved. She has come to take over Aqua's duties in her absence. Kazuma and Aqua start teleporting to their new world. Aqua is against the request and claims it's against the rules. The goddess bid them farewell and good luck. If they manage to defeat the demon king, they will be returned to heaven again. Aqua tells her that she's a healer and can't even fight a bean. No way she could defeat a demon king. Kazuma smirks and asks her how it feels to have an idiot take away everything from her. He tells her that he will use her in any way possible to have an easy life. Aqua really doesn't want to go to another world with him. The goddess wishes him luck and tells them that God will grant him any wish if he's able to defeat the demon king. Wait, that's Aqua's line. It's a nice sunny day in this isekai world. Kazuma is excited about the possibilities this new world has to offer. Magic, adventure, and fame are waiting for him. It's time for him to say goodbye to his old shut in life and welcome this new world full of possibilities. Aqua starts crying. He tells her to shut up because he doesn't want people thinking he's with a crazy B word. He asks her to give him local clothes so he doesn't stand out. Aqua loses it and goes for Kazuma and shakes him violently. Kazuma tells her to go home if she hates this so much. She's crying because of the fact that she can't go back. Kazuma tells her to stop crying and get help from a guild. That's what you do when you play an RPG. Gather intel from bars and guilds. Aqua is surprised by his sudden act of intelligence. They head off to the guild together. Nice shot, cameraman. Aqua tells him to not call her goddess in public since it might confuse people. She tells him to call her Aqua instead. Kazuma asks since she's a goddess. Would she know where the guild is? She says that she doesn't bother to know about useless piles of rocks. They finally find the Adventurers Guild. A pretty waitress welcomes them. She tells them to head to the counter if they want to find quests. The guild is full of adventurers. One tough-looking guy notices them and asks where they came from. Kazuma tells him that they are from far away and came here to fight the Demon King's army. The guy is impressed by his recklessness and shows them where the guild registration desk is. Aqua wonders how Kazuma could make up a story on the spot. He tells her after registering they're going to find a place to stay the night. She agrees to follow him since he has more gamer knowledge than her. She still wonders how an antisocial geek with no friends or girlfriends seems so reliable. Aqua coins a new word, need an acronym for shut NEET for him? He tells his word, face to stop calling him that, then meet the receptionist about registration. She asks them to pay a fee for the process. Kazuma asks Aqua if she has anything with her. She tells him she couldn't take anything because she was dragged in a hurry. They both sit at the tables in disbelief. He asks her what they should do now. He points out how her support package is crap because it doesn't cover any living expenses. Aqua tells how he went back to being a schneet again. She leaves to show what a goddess is made of. She goes up to a priest and tells him that she's a goddess of the Axis Order and begs for money. The priest tells her that he worships the Eris Order. The priest stops her, saying Aqua and Eris are each other's superior and subordinate. He gives her some coins and tells her to consider it a blessing from Eris. The priest also tells her not to call herself a goddess, no matter how devoted she is. She takes the money and tells how Eris, who's a lower-ranking god, took pity on her. They used the money to get themselves registered. The receptionist explains how each adventurer gets assigned a class. She gives them their registration card, which keeps track of the monsters they killed. As they increase their level, they will get points to learn skills. She tells them to place their hands over the crystal. The crystal calculates their status and prints it on the registration card. Kazuma is excited to know about his amazing skills and how everyone will react. The receptionist lady tells them his attributes are pretty average except for his high intelligence and very high luck. She recommends he become a merchant or a banker with such extraordinary luck. Kazuma is forced to take the basic adventurers class. Aqua touches the crystal, and the lady is amazed by her stats being way above average, though her intelligence and luck are below normal. She tells Aqua she can be anything she wants except for mage since it requires intelligence. The receptionist assigns her to an advanced class. Aqua wants to be an arc priest that heals and supports her team. The entire guild welcomes Aqua to start a new life as an adventurer. She is in the spotlight. Kazuma thinks wasn't it supposed to be him? Aqua is hyped up and tells Kazuma to start their journey. He asks her if wasn't against the idea of becoming an adventurer. They start their fantastic journey by digging, carrying rocks, and cleaning to sleep in a horse shed next to horse shit. Gradually, they afford food, a cover to hide the horse shit, and sleep. Aqua drinks too much. Life's looking pretty good. Suddenly, Kazuma wakes up. Aqua asks if he forgot to use the toilet and offers to go with him if he's scared. The horse shed owner tells them to shut up. Kazuma tells Aqua they aren't supposed to be workers here. Aqua tells Kazuma to kill the Demon King so that they can go home. The Adventurer Guild has already taken care of the small monsters nearby, so they have no quest to do. Kazuma finds Aqua drinking again. She suggests they should try a kill quest the next day. He tells her that they are only level 1 with no equipment. She tells him not to worry since it will be finished in a flash. Kazuma decides to put faith in her abilities. She falls into the water trying to get up. Things don't look too promising for them. This episode ends here. Like and subscribe to join us next time. Until then, take care.